Hey everyone, this is Angie at StampingWithAmore. Welcome to my channel. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe and hit the bell for notifications each time I upload a new video. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I post on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So, welcome everyone to my channel, and I'm so grateful to have you here. Today we are going to make this Mother's Day box, the last Mother's Day project, because Mother's Day is going to be here before you know it. But isn't this adorable? Oh my goodness, I love the paper and I love these butterflies. They're so cute. So I put a little opening here and I did use my Velcro dots again. And so it is a box, but it's also a card, so you can put your sentiment on the inside. And also, if you're really ambitious, you can put a window in here by just cutting a hole in here and using some window sheet. But I love this paper, so I wanted to use it on the inside and out. So that's why I did this. Now to get into the box, you're just going to open the side like this. And don't look at this because I almost glued this together, but I'm going to show you how to remember not to do that, hopefully. So this is what I'm sharing today. So let's get started. I'm going to tell you everything I used for this. You do need a 12 by 12, so I'm using the Stampin' Up! 12 by 12. And these are the subtles. This is Pool Party that I'm using for this. So Stampin' Up! Does do their color families in 12 by 12. So you can buy it and you get, I think, 4 of every color in here. So that is what I'm using for this. And I'm using the Pool Party, like I said. The butterflies that I'm using are from the Butterfly Brilliance. So what I did on this one, I stamped using my Stamparatus because this is so big I had to stamp it twice. So I stamped it twice. I already cut out a bunch of butterflies, so I'm not going to stamp it again. And then I used the die that comes with this, which is the Brilliant Wings dies. And so I cut all of these 6 out at one time, which I love that. And it gives you all these. You can do one at a time as well. I've seen people cut these apart, which I'm not going to do because I just like cutting them out at once. You can use these little lacy ones. They're beautiful too. I've used these before. And then they have some extra, but look at all the dies you get in here, including this big die right here. So it's a really great bundle. And so that's what I did for my butterflies. And I actually have a bunch here, and I already cut out some. This is from the Designer Series paper, the Butterfly Bijou. But I had everything I had left from what I cut, I put in this little container. And so we're going to use this butterfly this time, and I'm going to go ahead and color that. And that's what we're going to use for the top of this box. So you can use any one of these if you want the smaller one. I cut the Designer Series paper a specific way, and I'll show you when we get there. But I am also using Butterfly Wishes. I'm using Love to Celebrate You because there's no sentiments in that one. And then I just use the Happy Mother's Day from Timeless Tulips. So just use which Mother's Day and what sentiment you want for the inside. But I love these sentiments together. And then I'm also using this little butterfly to kind of decorate the sentiment. All right, and then you're going to need some basic white to stamp your butterfly, but then we're also going to use this for the inside. I have it already cut, and it is 2 7/8 by 2 7/8. And then the Designer Series paper, you need 2, and these are also 2 7/8 by 2 7/8. And then the piece for the sentiment is 1/2 by, I did it at 3 1/4, but I'm going to end up probably cutting this. And then you need just a little scrap of Pool Party to punch your 1-inch circle punch for the little opening that we put on this. I think that is everything. So I'm going to show you what in the Designer Series paper. This is the Fine Art Floral. I love this paper. It's so pretty. I've actually been hoarding it. I hate when I do that because, oh my gosh, then I end up with all this paper, but I love these patterns. This is the one that I used. And so when I cut this, because it is 2 7/8 by 2 7/8, I cut it along the top here. And then I cut another row here at 2 7/8. So I cut 2 rows of 2 7/8, and then I just cut down because I want some space. Like this is from this area here. I want some space here that goes on there to put our sentiment and our butterfly. So I wanted that empty space there. But you can use it any way you like. You can just cut it from the bottom if you want. But I just wanted to have that extra space. So that's how I cut this piece right here. All right. I think that's all the info for that. So let's get started. All right. What we're going to do is we are going to score this. And on the 12-inch side, you are going to score it at 3, 4, 7, 8, and 11. And then you're going to turn it, and on the 5.5-inch side, you are going to score it at 1/2. And then you're going to score it at 1.5 and 4.5. So it's going to look a little odd to you, right? Because there's only one side that has 1/2 inch on there, but I'm going to show you what I did on this one. It's a little bit different, so you'll have to pay attention to how I cut this. All right, so this is the 1/2 inch side right here. So what we're going to do on this one is we are going to cut down here, and then you are going to cut this area right here off. And we're going to do the same with the other side. So we're cutting down here. And then we're going to cut in these. And on the other side, we're going to do the same. And then how this works is we need to cut some more, but how this is going to work is this is going to fold up this way, like this. And it's going to attach here, so only one side here, which is going to be this side that has that flap there, you're going to cut this piece off right here where the 1/2 inch is. So you can just go ahead and cut it all the way off, but I always double check that before I cut the extra piece off. So we're cutting this all the way down to there. So it is going to look like this. We're going to actually cut these off here on the top. And I'm going to cut in on this because it's going to fold into that box. And then you can cut in here. So you are cutting the 1/2 inch side longer than the other side. That makes sense. All right, so I'm going to do the same on this one. And so it looks a little odd, but I'm going to put it here. If you need to take a screenshot, you can take a screenshot, but that is what it's going to look like. I'm going to sharpen all these score marks. And as a reminder, you do not want to put adhesive on this side. So we're going to put adhesive on this side only. So I'm going to use my new little glue that I got here. So you're going to bring this up and line it up. Make sure it's nice and square. And then you're going to put some on this other side. And you're going to glue that one. And then this side, make sure you do that piece last so that your box looks nice and neat. So you're going to put this on the inside part, fold it down, and then you're going to seal that. So you see it coming together now? It's very, very easy. All right, so now what you're going to do is you're going to put adhesive on this little piece here. And you're just going to bring that up. And then this is the open part where you're going to put your goodies. And we have two little flaps here. You know I like the flaps. That's kind of what made it a little bit more confusing, but it goes together really, really well. And then this is our top piece right here. So I'm going to grab the 1-inch circle punch, and I'm just going to punch that out there. You're going to go ahead and fold this in half. Just fold it over in half. And we're going to add this. Just put adhesive on one side. And you're going to attach it to this part right in the middle. And that's going to be our little opening. It's going to help you open. So I'm going to grab again my little, I told you I use these a ton, these little Velcro dots. And again, you can get these on Amazon. They are 3/8 inch. For those of you who haven't followed me very long, or you haven't heard me say that, and then we're just going to attach it to here. Pull it apart. And then you can reinforce this. Just press it really hard. Sometimes I'll even put extra glue under there. But there you have your closure. All right. Okay, let's move on. Let's go ahead and add our little top piece here. And we want that going that way. Isn't this paper just beautiful? And then we're going to go ahead and mat our inside piece. I'm really liking this glue, y'all. This is that Barely Art, and it's new for me, but I love the Tombow. It's really strong and it works really well. I'm really testing this for myself. Hopefully I'm going to like it and it's going to keep my stuff together. I'll let you know in a couple months or in a month or so if it doesn't. All right, so I'm going to use my Memento Black. I'm going to stamp this inside piece before I put it on here. Love to Celebrate You. Right in the center. Then I'm going to do my little butterflies. And to decorate the inside a little bit. You can use whatever you have, any flowers or anything like that. I'm going to use just some of my Daffodil Delight. And then on the inside one, let's just use some, which one is this? Light Flirty Flamingo. Because there is some pink in this. Super easy coloring, and then we're going to go ahead and color our large butterfly as soon as I get this one mounted in the inside here. You can even cut out the butterfly dies. You can even cut out some butterflies and attach them to the inside here. I'm trying to make it as easy as possible. All right, so then there you go. You have your card inside, and then we're going to go ahead and color this. Let's see. Let's go ahead and color it. Let's color it the same. Let's just color it because I love this light pool party and the dark. And I'm just going to first go over it all with the light, and then I'm just going to add some dark. This is super easy coloring. A little bit of shading, but nothing much. All right, and then I think I'm going to use a little bit of crumb cake on the middle of this one, even though I'm going to put some rhinestones in there, and then I'm going to just use the dark and highlight. I like to do it like in the middle of these wings and like where it's already shaded. and then maybe around the edge. This is some really quick and easy. You can get as fancy as you want. All right, so that's going to be it. We're going to stamp our sentiment. I should have done that when I stamped the other part. And it just says Happy Mother's Day. This just fits on there too, so be real careful to line it up. And I am going to put this on here. And like I said, I'm just going to trim it down. Add my adhesive here. And then I'm going to use some glue dots to add the butterfly. Oh, we need our ribbon. The ribbon that I'm using for this is our new ribbon. This is coming May 4th, which is just next week. And we have our new products coming out. This one is actually our open weave ribbon, which is gorgeous. It comes in all our new in colors. And this is the soft succulent. And I am just going to make a bow with it. It goes with this really nice. So whoops. I'm just going to, it makes a beautiful bow. So I want to make this one a little bit bigger so it fits underneath our butterfly. So I'm going to make sure it's going to be big enough. Yeah. And then I'm just going to cut the tails of this. I'm going to use some glue dots to put this on here. It just needed that little extra. It's so pretty. So I'm going to put that on there. If I have to adjust it, I will, to make it just fit underneath the butterfly, just like that. I need to turn that going the right way. And I'm going to add like 3 on the back of this one. Make sure it stays. It's catching everywhere but where I want it to. All right. I got one on my fingernail here. And then I'm going to just kind of twist the wings up a little bit. And then this is going to go right in the center. And then I think I'll trim these just a hair more. Isn't that pretty? I love the ribbon underneath the butterfly. And then I'm just going to take some of our rhinestones, and we are going to add the rhinestones to the butterfly, the center of the butterfly. Always have to have a little bit of bling, right? I'm just putting 3 in there. And that's it. There you have it, all done. Isn't that pretty? I love this paper and these butterflies. They're so pretty. So here's the 2 different butterflies on it. This one's a little bit smaller and this one's a little bit bigger, but you can use whichever you like. All right, everybody, that's it. If you need any supplies, you can shop on my blog at StampingWithAmore.com. I hope you all have a blessed day, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you later, everyone. Bye.